Parts of the plant and their function. We'll start off with why plants are important, and without plants, there would be no life on Earth. We wouldn't have anything to eat, we wouldn't have any oxygen. Plants also help keep us cool, and they have to be here in order for us to survive. A few other things that plants do that we may not think about is that they slow down wind speed. We call these windbreaks. They provide a home for wildlife, they beautify our surroundings, perfume the air, and they furnish lots of building materials and fuel for us. Four basic parts of a plant. They are the limbs, stems, roots, and flowers. The leaves are your food factory of the plant. It's where all the food that's used by the plant, or which is stored for later use, is actually produced. And the shape and size of leaves vary among plants. Probably the most important thing about the leaves is we use them for identification of plants. The shapes are very specific, and we can use those to identify different species. Several different leaf arrangements exist. There's alternate, opposite, and whorled. Whorled go all the way around the stem. If you guys are confused about this, you need to look in your notes at some of the sketches that we made during class. The external leaf structure includes the petiole, which is the leaf stalk, the leaf blade, which is what most of us call the leaf, and it has veins. It forms the structural framework of the leaf. The midrib is the large center vein from which all other leaf veins extend. The margins are actually the edges of the leaves, and we also use those in plant identification. The internal leaf structure includes the epidermis, which is the skin of the leaf. It's a single layer of cells, so it's really thin, and it protects the leaf from the loss of too much moisture. We have these guard cells that open and close a small pore on the underside of the leaf. We have stomates, which allow the plant to breathe and transpire. They give off moisture. We have chloroplasts, which contain chlorophyll, and they're located inside the food-making cells. And photosynthesis is actually the process by which carbon dioxide and water in the presence of light are converted to sugar and oxygen. And the chemical formula for this is 6CO2 plus 6 H2O in reaction with sunlight and chlorophyll will produce C6H12O6, which is glucose, plus 6O2. The food is manufactured in the leaves, and it moves downward through the stem to the plants, where it's either used by the plant or it's stored in the stem or root and leaf in the form of sugar, starch, or protein. Respiration. Plants respire 24 hours a day. They consume oxygen and they give off carbon dioxide, and these plants produce more oxygen through photosynthesis than what they consume during respiration and growth.